Business Focus, brought to you by KCB. KCB, making the difference.
Business thrives where there is peace and political stability. This has been demonstrated globally by countries like Rwanda and Burundi in East Africa, which are on a steady recovery path from civil war. We kick off the program from the heart of Burundi, where the words unity, work and progress are inscribed at the monument of Prince Rwagasore in Bujumbura. Welcome to KTN Business Focus. Ahead on the program, we explore business opportunities in Burundi. We also spend time with a Kenyan entrepreneur who believes in the power of chasing your dream. Give us your feedback and suggestions on the show on our contacts displayed on your screen. I'm Joy Doreen Bira. Business begins now. One will be forgiven for mistaking this for a marathon event or preparations for a major tournament. These are the scenes that dominate different parts of Burundi on an ordinary day. Scores of people gather in the streets every evening during the week and in the morning on weekends to indulge in fitness activities. This is one of the most unique habits which unite this beautiful unitary state that joined the East African community in 2007.
It's 6:30 in the morning on a Sunday in Bujumbura, the capital of Burundi, and everybody is out on the road, jogging, exercising, and this is just the normal lifestyle of people in the capital. Call it fitness every day, but this is just the lifestyle of people here.
After realization of peace in 2006, after years of ethnic conflict between the majority Hutus and Tutsi minority, there has been a conviction that only the physically fit were able to survive, hence fitness has been enshrined into Burundians' lifestyle.
Kitu ambacho kinatuleta hapa ni mazoezi, kuja kufanya hapa sporo, manake mwili uwe mwepesi.
I feel good when I do the sport, and I'm very glad to see everybody come here and to do the sport, and for me it's an occasion to come here and to do that.
Socially it is important, health-wise it's important, and among this group you end up by having personal friends. When they have children, we go to visit them. When you lose a member of your family, we come and support you. So it becomes a big family.
These scenes give meaning to the song Kimbia by Kidum, a successful Burundian artist who is revered beyond the region. Burundi, a landlocked country, covers an area of about 10,745 square miles and has a population estimated at about 10.6 million people, according to the July 2012 statistics. It borders Rwanda, Tanzania, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The government of Burundi has undertaken major economic reforms to boost economic growth, which have in turn presented numerous business opportunities for small and medium enterprises, as well as creating numerous investment opportunities for investors from East Africa.
It took about 1 month in Burundi to create a company and over $500. Today, it's taking 1 day, because we have now a one-stop shop, and within 3 hours you have your certificate of incorporation, and also you have your tax ID number, and you're in business.
Shaban Mazaga, a taxi operator in Burundi, has experienced a painful past. He lost his parents at a young age during the war and dropped out of school at class 4.
Vita ina maana gani kwa hapa Bujumbura au Burundi? Ilitutia njaa, tulikosa wazazi, tulikosa watoto, tulikosa manyumba zetu, magari yetu alibomolewa, waliunguza. Sasa hakuna hiyo fikira, hakuna tena, ni kujenga tu nchi.
Sharing a similar experience with thousands of Burundi youth who were affected by the civil conflict, he struggled in life for many years. He took up casual jobs and today owns a taxi which he operates. making a profit of up to $100 a day.
Basi nilishapata na tena viwanja viwili hapa Bujumbura vyangu kwa ajili ya hii taxi, na gari hivi sasa nimenunua ni yangu. Ni vitu virefu tu. Nimeweza kutoa mahari, nikaoa, na niko na watoto wawili, nasomesha watoto.
The Kenya mission in Burundi has taken a leading role to engage in economic diplomacy in a bid to promote and protect Kenyan investors in Burundi.
Our role as a mission is basically to provide information to Kenyan business enterprises or entrepreneurs. The mission becomes like a one-stop shop in terms of information of how one can set business here in Burundi, which are the potential areas of business.
The country's formal languages are Kirundi, French, and Kiswahili, but since Burundi joined the East African community, it is slowly adopting English as a language. This has presented business opportunities for English teachers from East African states.
Kenya gains through exporting human power, human resource, and at the same time doing business with Burundi.
Daniel Mwangi, a Kenyan English teacher, migrated to Burundi in 2001 to teach English and has since delved into other businesses due to numerous business opportunities available.
I was teaching. The same people I was teaching IT, they could bring their computer to me. They tell me it has a problem, I don't have this and that and that. People downloading free antiviruses. I saw an opportunity to also bring those kind of product. And actually I partnered with Kaspersky. So I'm the main distributor of Kaspersky antivirus.
Today, he offers IT services and is the sole distributor of Kaspersky antivirus in Burundi. From this venture, he makes better returns compared to teaching.
On a good day or a good month, I make good sales, and especially when I'm able to sell to the government, or corporate companies. Generally, I can make about $10,000.
Lake Tanganyika covers 32,900 square kilometers and is estimated to be the second largest freshwater lake in the world. The lake lies across 4 countries, namely Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Burundi, and Zambia. It presents enormous unexploited business opportunities to Burundi, ranging from water transport, sailing, fishing, and value addition of fish, among many.
Burundi is now ripe, but it needs capacity in terms of exploring most of these opportunities that are available. Therefore, Kenya has a better chance to bring about its expertise, both in terms of investments and in terms of human resource into Burundi. And there's a lot of goodwill for Kenyans in Burundi.
Lake Tanganyika has a beautiful sandy coastline which can house numerous tourist hotels, but most of it lies bare. The existing hotels are also faced with shortage of skilled labor since there is no institution in the country offering hospitality courses. This presents numerous job opportunities for East Africans in the sector.
In the hotel industry, basically Kenya is providing a lot of skilled manpower. Most of the big hotels here, you will find their Kenyan managers or chefs.
Richard Kipyegon, a Kenyan citizen, is a top chef in Burundi since 2008, working at Hotel Club du Lac, a 4-star hotel located on the shores of Lake Tanganyika in Bujumbura.
Like here in Burundi, they don't have training for hotel career. So I think Kenyans were a bit far because you take everything serious. Because I told them even the hoteliers there in Kenya, you just don't pick somebody who has not gone to school. You have to struggle to get it. So meaning that we are a bit far, yeah? A bit far from that. And I think they're also coping.
He concurs that apart from job openings, there are numerous opportunities for training institutions in the hospitality sector.
Also, we have big opportunities for teachers, teaching English, teaching all that because people here are French. And I've heard they want to change. So teachers, they also have an opportunity here. hoteliers also, they have opportunity here, as I've said it.
With more than 90% of the farmers practicing subsistence farming, there is high demand for products like milk and eggs, among many which Burundi imports. Burundi mainly relies on imported powder milk and eggs, which presents numerous business opportunities to investors and farmers willing to venture in dairy and poultry farming at a large-scale commercial level.
So this year we plan to really get that started with agriculture cooperatives to make sure that the producers in the countryside have a better place for storage, to make sure that they can be organized in such a way they can have a much better bargaining power, a much stronger bargaining power, to make sure that they can sell more directly to the market without being exploited by too many intermediaries.
The biggest challenge that Burundi has is inadequate power. With frequent power rationing, there is high demand for diesel generators and solar energy to provide alternative power for hotels, institutions, and households. Banking in Burundi is at 3%. Entry of regional banks into the market like the KCB has come handy in boosting economic growth by enabling investors and SMEs to have easy access to loans to start and boost their businesses.
The main need in the market really was around the loans for people to be able to grow their businesses. So that is really the area of focus we have right now. But we are also looking at offering very good customer service. We're also looking at taking the banking closer to the people and giving them access to financial services.
Burundi has 17 provinces. As a mission, we have gone through all the provinces. We have had discussion with the governors of these provinces. We know what is required in these provinces. So we have a catalogue of all the opportunities in all these provinces, and any business person coming in to Burundi and visit to the embassy, we can take them through.
For now, it's a luta continua in Burundi. Everyone is on the run to excel in their endeavors. The East Africa community has played a significant role in boosting intra-regional trade by elimination of non-tariff barriers, and it is now upon the regional business community to take the lead towards realization of the East African dream. In the Emerging Enterprises, we spend time with a Kenyan entrepreneur who believes that for one to get to the top, you must begin at the bottom with focus and endurance. But before we do, KTN Business Focus takes a short break.
Over the years, in most Kenyan rural areas, opportunistic youth have capitalized on poor road networks and lack of vehicles to earn their daily bread from bicycles and motorcycle transport business dubbed Boda Boda. The move by the Kenyan government in June 2001 to exempt purchase of bicycles from being taxed has led to an increase in the number of Boda Boda operators nationally. Meet Martin Ojwang, an entrepreneur in Umoja Estate in Nairobi, who has been inspired by the Boda Boda bicycles in a different way. With knowledge of the bicycle's ability to carry a capacity of 200 kilograms, Martin has opted to use bicycle parts to produce exquisite artistic furniture. He assembles with his two business partners at his workshop situated on the rooftop of a 5-story building in Umoja Inoko Estate with their tools of trade to put their skills into practice. The youth make a variety of customized furniture, an activity which started on experimental basis and has swiftly turned to be an entrepreneurship venture which is transforming their lives.
We make coffee tables, furnitures, bar stools, and any kind of furniture you can think about using bicycle parts.
The 24-year-old Martin comes from a humble background. His struggle to excel in life began in the year 2010 after he deferred from Maseno University in his second year, where he was pursuing business administration.
Okay, I was in Maseno. I was doing accounting before I dropped out because of fees and all that.
He would later migrate to Nairobi, where he secured 4 more jobs on contract basis with several organizations as an accountant.
Before I started doing this, I was an accountant. in a private company in the Westlands. We were dealing with the asset development.
He teamed up with his two friends, consolidated their savings amounting to 150,000 as their capital base, and delved into production of furniture from bicycle parts on trial basis.
We can say it's a matter of trial and error. After I had made mine, a friend came in, and the way he admired the table, and he said that actually I want such. So since then we say that this thing can bring, it can be a means of income. Yeah. So since then we have tried to make for others.
The business became viable, leading him to ultimately resign from his former job to pursue his endeavor on full-time basis.
We started trying others, the tables, the chairs, the stools, yeah, and even the mirrors.
Today, their invention is rewarding, attracting a wide range of buyers who like their furniture customized to meet their requirements.
The price ranges from around 3,500 for less complicated one to around 10,500.
Working as a team has enabled them to meet the demand of their products as well as being able to source for markets for their products.
We target those who want to open up a bar, a sophisticated kind of bars. We have the bar stools and bar tables. And then we have the hotels. The hotels, that's where we go with the coffee tables and the cafe chairs. And then we have the homesteads. Homesteads, that's where we go for the coffee tables, yeah, and mirrors and others. And then offices. Offices, we have the office chairs. Offices, we can have the office chairs, and then the waiting. We have the lounge chairs. The ones that we use mostly. Though we don't have that one around, but we have it in mind for just when you are there, you want to rest, yeah, maybe at the balcony or something. It's made wholly of tubes, yeah, and we also have the rocking chairs.
The youth are planning to expand their business, but one major barrier has been accessing a loan to enable them purchase advanced equipment and open a workshop.
The banks mostly, when you are starting, we couldn't get that because they're saying that they can't fund. They don't do capitalization. What they do is that they can give a business that is started. So that's what we have ventured into. We have tried mostly to go to the banks. Most of the funding that we have got is from our savings and from families.
The group is planning to increase their production rate and gain access to the supermarket chains, which will enable them to sell their products beyond East Africa.
In personnel, we intend to recruit more people. At least we want by the end of April, May there, we have more than 15 personnel. That is in all sectors for marketing, production, and administration.
The youth believe in the words of Vince Lombardi, who stated that the difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather lack of will.
For over a decade, Burundi has relied on imported milk powder for local consumption. Demand and price for dairy products continues to augment with rapid population growth. Today, we speak to one player who has invested in the dairy sector in a unique way. Burundi, a member of the East African Community, is landlocked and fully relies on imported products from its neighboring countries, among them dairy products such as powdered milk, since its dairy industry cannot support its population. Today, we spend time with a leading dairy producer dubbed Natura in Bujumbura, who is trying to fill the existing gap in the dairy industry. The company's name, Natura, is derived from a French name, naturel, which means natural. The company was established in 2008 and produces about 2,000 to 3,500 liters of milk per day, a capacity which is way too small to satiate the country's milk demand.
We were seeing milk coming from the East Africa region, from other factory in Uganda, in Kenya. So we were seeing that it was being sold here in Burundi, and then we thought of starting one here in Burundi. And we did a concept. We studied the market. The market was there. We then started with the pasteurized milk, and fermented milk, and yogurt.
Burundi is faced with a power shortage problem. The frequent power rationing has affected production of pasteurized milk, making the company opt to produce fermented milk and yogurt to prevent wastage of milk as a result.
And we cannot rely on a generator because it consumes a lot of diesel, which cannot be reflected on the price.
The company has a capacity to produce more than 15,000 liters of milk daily, but is deterred by the low milk supply resulting from most dairy farmers being subsistence farmers.
So far, the quantity we produce for milk, we produce about 2,000 to 3,500 for milk, if everything is working properly. Per day.
This has led the company to capitalize on its capacity to produce and package 3,000 liters of water and 4,000 liters of juice daily to complement the milk production.
That's when we brought in the water business, because water, the procedure to manufacture it is less complex.
Natura targets more than 2 million urban residents and has devised ways to beat competition from other smaller companies and subsistence farmers who eat into their market share.
Now the government has given a lot of cows to the villagers, but now the villagers are having problems of putting the milk together and sending to companies like dairy plants like Natura. So now we've signed a contract with that program, where we'll have to go collect that milk from those cooling tanks and then bring them here and then transform them.
The company is working hard to get ISO certification to be able to tap into the export market in the near future, but for now, the major hurdle remains empowering dairy farmers to boost milk capacity.
Introducing another product called UHT milk. UHT milk, it's a milk which can be kept for a long time, from 2 to 6 months, depending on the machine you have. So we are planning. We are supposed to start by this year.
With about 5 years in the market, the company is yet to break even, but hopes to in the 6th year.
These are investments for long term. It's not an investment you can do for 3, 4, 5 years. When we started, we said that we'll do it for forever. And now I believe that in a couple of years, that's when we'll see the fruit if we keep on improving and working hard.
The company is on a steady growth path and has learned valuable lessons from its East African counterparts.
Because this business, you need to keep producing, because these are fast consumer moving goods. You have to keep on supplying to the client. If you don't supply, they forget your product. When they forget your product, we start again. And we start again costs more than keep on giving the less you have.
Shadley alludes that Natura can be described by the words of Karl Marx, who believed in all forms of society, there is one specific kind of production which predominates over the rest, a general illumination which baths all the other colors and modifies their particularity. Compared to fellow East African counterparts, Burundi may appear smaller in geographical and population size, but has demonstrated its will and determination to spearhead economic growth and development. There is a lot that East Africa can learn from Burundi. Well, as we wind up the program, we share the words of evangelist Joyce Meyer that state, "You cannot drive a parked car." Let's continue the conversation on our email address, our social media platform, and SMS number. Do care to join us again next week on KTN Business Focus, same time. In Burundi, I'd say, je m'appelle Joy Doreen Bira. Bonne nuit.
Business Focus, brought to you by KCB. KCB, making the difference.